This is your energy overview and deep dive for August 14th through the 20th. All right, so hold on because we are about to dive in. This week's theme is all about perfection, and perfection is one of those funny things where we're always striving towards it, but it's unattainable. And then we guilt ourselves and talk down to ourselves because we can't attain it. And one of the things that I like to always tell my clients is perfection is stagnation. The only failure is the failure to grow. And when we look at growth, and look at perfection and put it in context of, say, a body of water, right? Perfection is that gross, disgusting swamp that's just stagnant and filled with algae. Whereas growth and evolution are that moving river exploring the lands, right? And going into the oceans, and then the oceans pour into the rivers, right? And it's just weaving its way around the earth, exploring and growing even more. So food for thought as you look at, what perfection is to you. Because in my mind, perfection is always growth. That is perfect. As long as I'm able to grow and learn from something, that is perfect. That is the highest level that I can achieve and attain. So with this month being all about success and defining success for us, it's important to really think about, what does perfection look like and mean to you? And how do you need to shift and adjust that in order to be a bit more healthy and attainable for you? Now, the lower density, that idea of absolute perfection, there is no way to improve upon it, is coming from this ego gratification where our ego says, I can't be wrong. I can't make a mistake. And we don't learn unless we have space to improve. We don't grow unless there's space to expand, right? And the ego is terrified to expand because that's new. That is something that we have not yet survived. So we don't have any experience with it. So it feels scary, right? But when we are really in that aligned, divine aspects of perfection, that is this creation, this new expression where you're able to take what you did well and take what could be improved upon and start to kind of shift and play with things. If you are a human design geek, there is the 2838 channel, I believe it is, but it's a channel of struggle and it's active in my chart. So as I was learning about it, I realized, well, I've already kind of figured that out because it's this trial and error, right? So for me, I'm constantly tinkering with things and playing with them. And I will create something that I think is going to work, and then I will use it a few times and I'll notice what areas can be improved upon. And I'll start to kind of tweak it a little bit and change it. And it works for a while. And then as I grow and evolve, so do my systems and structures. And so then I got to tweak them a little bit more. And it's just this constant expansion and evolution. And there's nothing wrong with that. So when we talk about that energy of play and, allowing your inner child out, really, that is the energy that we really, really need to call in, because children are able to really just imagine so many different possibilities and just tinker with things and kind of figure out what they like and what they don't like. And at some point we lost sight of that as adults, and we're really being asked to bring that back in. So that being said, our first collective karmic cycle is don't put all your eggs in one basket, and that runs at your solar plexus. And this is a karmic belief, right, for the collective itself. So this is where we're really hesitating to go all in and really work towards what we want, because we're terrified that if we get it, or if we find that we don't have the skills and resources to have it, then we're going to lose all of our eggs, right? We're going to be left with nothing. But that's not true, because we never even learned to walk in an instant, let alone did we learn to walk in a day. it took a lot of trial and error. We had to test our legs and use our muscles and build up that tolerance and learn how to keep our balance, right? And that's really what we're trying to do this week, is learning to walk again in a metaphorical way, where we're walking a path that we want, that leads towards our version of success, instead of staying stuck in this one place because we're terrified to make a mistake and terrified to go down the wrong path or experience something unknown and fail at it. But again, the only true failure is the failure to grow, right? The last collective karmic cycle is this unjustified karma with the energy of lack. So basically what this says is unjustified karma I talked about last week is where we've made a choice and it led to a devastating consequence where somebody was hurt, whether it was ourselves or somebody that we love and care for. And we tell ourselves we're never going to make that mistake again. So this unjustified karma with the energy of lack is where collectively we have invested time, energy, money, whatever it is, into a certain thing, and then we felt like we weren't doing good enough and our choices weren't actually getting the desired outcome. And so we just kind of give it all up, right? That's that lack energy where I can't have it, I can't do it. And we're terrified of losing what we do have if the outcome isn't what we want, and we just stay stuck in that cycle. So again, we're really looking at how we can grow and expand and evolve in each moment and learn from that and give ourselves permission to fail. Give ourselves permission to have space to grow. And that is going to serve you so much. And if you're one of those people that have control-driven anxiety, this is really going to be the thing that gives you the most space and permission to not get it right the first time. And that is okay. Okay, so I've already gone on a bit. So good luck. Feel free to reach out if you're struggling. Let me know what resonates, and make sure you're liking and subscribing to the videos so that way you can see more.